It's me, Billy. The Black Christmas fan film is finally out. And as a Black Christmas fanatic, couldn't be more excited to talk about this. Anyway, let's get into this review. It's Me, Billy stars Victoria Marrow, Shelby Handley, Michaela Henney, and is directed by Dave McRae and Bruce Dale. What's up, guys? I cannot believe the day's finally here. Little backstory, I'm a Black Christmas fanatic, okay? It's one of my all-time favorite films, probably in my top 5, not just horror. Like, I love this movie so much. I still think there's nothing like it to this day. I think what Bob Clark was able to accomplish has not been duplicated. It's just so unique in so many different ways. And most of all, it's just one of the scariest films I've ever seen. So we got a remake in 2006, which is fun to laugh at, but still fun. And then in 2019, we got another remake that, oh my God, I'll just, cards on the table. I hate the remake. Like, I literally hate the remake. It's my least favorite remake of all time, okay? It probably doesn't help that I'm such a fan of the original, because the remake is nothing like the original. So when I heard that Dave McRae was actually putting together a fan film of this that's actually a sequel, and I haven't asked David this yet, but I wonder if the stain of the remake was kind of the spark that lit a fire under him and Bruce to make this, to kind of, I guess, quote unquote, get it right. This is just my assumption, but I don't know the answer to that question. They might have thought about doing this even before the remake came out. But it's finally here, and I've told Dave so many times, man, I can't wait till this comes out. I want to watch it so bad. And I will say, it surpassed my expectations. It was even better than I thought it would be, because really, I just wanted this to feel like the original Black Christmas. If you give me that, then I'm probably going to be satisfied. But what Dave and Bruce were able to pull off with this, not only capturing the best of the original, but also offering up some new ideas to the story, possibly carrying the story forward even more, capturing the lore that everybody loves about the original, honoring the original character Jess in such a cool way. I could go on and on. But first off, let me give you a quick plot synopsis. This will be a spoiler-free review because I want you guys to go into this knowing nothing, so I'm going to be careful. But it revolves around Jess's granddaughter, Sam. She and her 2 friends are actually going to the house. And I'm being very careful about what I say with the story because, like I said, I don't want you to know anything. But there's a reason that they're going to the house, okay? And it starts off pretty normal. There's some nice dialogue there with Sam reminiscing about her grandmother and really kind of diving into some elements from the original movie. And, you know, as a fan of the original, that's just like icing on the cake. Like, because when you start digging into the stuff, the minutia of the story that we love so much, not only does it make it a more joyous experience, but it ties into the original that much more. It becomes part of the fabric of the overall Black Christmas franchise. Now, let's talk about filmmaking. This is shot so professionally. Like, the first scene in the movie, I was just floored by how great this movie looks, the quality of it. I watched it on my big 55-inch, and talk about just crystal clear. But the biggest thing is it just felt so professional. It literally felt like I was watching a big budget Hollywood movie. And you know what? When you're watching a fan film, you usually don't expect that. Although I will say these days, fan films have really upped their game. But from a production standpoint, this might be one of the most professional looking that I've seen. Also, we do take some time to get to know the characters very well, but this is a 50-minute movie, so when you're dealing with that kind of time frame, you do have to push the forward forward pretty swiftly. And I think Bruce and Dale handle that swimmingly, because honestly, by the time it was over, 1, it flew right by, but 2, it did feel like a full meal of a movie. And I think when a movie's great, the runtime is almost like an afterthought, because when you're locked in, it's almost like you lose all sense of time anyway. When a movie's boring, then it can feel like it takes forever. But honestly, this felt like it just flew right by. Also, a quick word on the acting. There are really three main characters, the young girls in this, and then there is this older character that comes along. But the acting is really solid, but I really have to give major kudos to Victoria Marrow. She has to really go there emotionally in a lot of these scenes, especially in the last half of the movie. You know, she enters the movie kind of emotional anyway, for reasons that I'm not going to go into. But, you know, then when she's faced with this nightmare, let me just say she has to put in the work, and she really does. I thought she did an amazing job, actually. Now, I'm going to talk very carefully about the character Billy, okay? We've seen that last trailer. Let me just say this. Really creepy.
Who the hell is this? You little bitch! What did you do?
Really, really creepy. Two staples of Black Christmas are, you know, the shadows and the voice on the phone. And both of those, I think, are captured beautifully. The voice, which Dave McRae, I believe, did the voice. And you could tell that there's some post-production there with handling of the voice. But man, it's very chilling. And it's definitely its own thing, but it still honors the original. Like, you're gonna definitely get those vibes from the original voice. I guess just the cadence of it, even the sound of it.
Hello? Hello? Look, who is this?
Please stop. Oh, God.
Also, in a Black Christmas movie, you want some great mood and atmosphere, as Dave would say, some great mood lighting, all that. And especially, like, I guess, Christmas lighting, that's in here. And that's one of the things that's so charming, I think, about the original. When you mix, you know, Christmas lighting with horror, I don't know why, but for some reason it just works. Because it seems like the color red is a staple of the genre anyway, so you're already halfway there. And the last thing I'm gonna say about this movie, the last two shots in this movie, the last two scenes literally gave me freaking chills. Like, I was surprised. I didn't expect what happened, you know? And I love that you never know what's around the corner. And I'm not gonna say anything as far as like how they relate to the original movie or anything, because let's just say it's a nice surprise, all right? And the last scene, wow. Oh my God, I might have to do a spoiler review on this because there's a lot that you can actually break apart in this movie, which I did not expect. So I've been pondering my rating on this. I'm gonna give it a Trapped on an Island. I was just so elated. I will admit that as a Black Christmas fanatic, maybe that doesn't hurt, but this was a solid freaking movie. And I'd say easily one of the best fan films I've ever seen. Honestly, even if it wasn't Black Christmas, just the way it was shot, the pacing, the scares, the mood, everything, because there's a lot of tension in this movie, actually. And, you know, we all know Dave and Bruce are big fans of tension in movies. You know, that's why they love the original Halloween so much. And if you love that type of movie, then this is going to be perfect for you. So anyway, I can't wait for you guys to see this. Let me know down in the comments your thoughts. Did you like it? Also, be sure to come over to Killer Flicks, where we talk horror all day and every day. And on Fridays, we do Free for Our Fridays. Follow me at Drumdums on all my socials. Support me on Patreon. Buy me a coffee. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. And it's me, Billy.